Around 2 a.m. on July 24th, 2015, Ruben Ebron called 911 to report that his car had been stolen, with a young boy still inside. But as the police looked into the case, they started to suspect Ruben wasn't telling the truth.
Jacksonville 911, Archibald.
Yeah, someone reported a car stolen. It's a 95 Honda Civic.
Do you know who stole it?
No, I don't. My kid is in the back, still in the back of the car.
Your
My
what?
kid is in the back of the car.
Okay.
The missing child was the son of 26-year-old Lana Barton, who lived with Ruben. While Lana worked nights at a local gentleman's club, Ruben would watch her children. The two had met through drug dealing and both struggled with drug addiction. It wasn't unusual for them to be out late and sleep most of the day. Police eventually found Ruben's car, but the child wasn't in it. Ruben and Lana were both questioned and gave official statements. Ruben said he had left the boy in the car while he did laundry, and when he came back, the car was gone. Lana said she was at work when Ruben called to tell her what happened. After a couple of days searching for the missing child, police uncovered more details that made them question Lana's story. They brought her in again to ask about her timeline and what happened that night. Lana told them she had spent the day with her kids before Ruben took them home so they could get ready for bed while she went to work. Her shift ended at 2 a.m., but instead of Ruben picking her up like usual, a coworker drove her home. On the way, she stopped to buy drugs. A police officer stopped her and asked if she had seen an orange Honda Civic, the same car linked to the missing child. Lana told the officer she hadn't seen it, even though she knew Ruben drove an orange Civic and that her son might still be inside.
You know who I am, right? Okay. I know this is hard. Just before we start, okay? We just have to go over some paperwork. We need to clear some things up.
Okay, well, let's get to clearing.
All right. First of all, I want to go over your timeline.
Okay.
Okay, I want to start with when you got up Thursday.
Okay.
All right, what time do you remember Thursday? This is July 23rd.
During the investigation, detectives asked Lana about what happened before the car was reported stolen. She said she had spent the day with her children, and Ruben dropped her off at work before taking the kids home to get them ready for bed. Her shift ended at 2 a.m., but unlike usual, Ruben didn't pick her up. Instead, a coworker gave her a ride home. On the way, Lana stopped to buy drugs. While she was there, a police officer approached her and asked if she had seen an orange Honda Civic with a missing child inside. Even though she knew Ruben drove an orange Civic and the missing child might be in it, she told the officer she hadn't seen it.
Telling you this information is the first you're hearing it?
Yes.
So you're there to just collect the $20.
Yes.
And you
he
get
was
locked
looking,
in.
Yeah, and he was looking for the orange Civic, and in the process of looking for the vehicle, you know, he had blocked us in.
Okay, so you're basically lying to him because you want to find out if it's for real?
Yeah, basically.
Like you thought the officer was bullshitting you?
No, I didn't think the officer was bullshitting me.
Okay.
I just felt like, what the is going on? Let me get home and find out what the hell's going on, and then I can answer anybody's questions that needs me to. But at that point in time, I just wanted to get there and, you know, talk to Ruben too, and, you know, ask him what the hell happened, what's going on.
So he followed you around. Christina's car she drove and all?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so you
and
get
he
back over
followed
to the
us straight
apartment.
to the apartments after that.
Alright.
I was talking to Ruben, asking him, you know, what happened, and he told me that that he ran upstairs, and at first he told me to lock the doors, and then he come back downstairs and the car was gone, and told me it was trying to see which way it had went while, you know, he was calling 911, or he come back to the house and called 911. And he told me that he was kidnapped, that he was sorry for leaving the car running with, you know, unlocked, that he shouldn't have left the baby in there. It was very convincing that the car had gotten stolen with the baby in it.
Well, but it's unusual that even he would leave the car running with kids
With the kids in it, yeah.
So that's I mean, you say it's pretty convincing. I don't know how convincing that is.
Well, I mean, I was just saying the way he was acting with the, you know, the
Sure.
whole situation. That's what I believed at the time.
Okay.
Until, you know, certain points and details facts were pointed out that obviously
Right.
that's not true.
Now, your conversations with him are critical.
Mhm.
I need need to know to the best of your ability what was said, because we got some information.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You understand? You have to be honest.
I am being honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not gonna do that business we did the
No.
other day.
Absolutely not.
I mean, neither one of us want to yell and anything like that. But we have some information,
Okay.
and we need you to help cooperate our information.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not for me to talk, it's for you to tell me some things that you may not have told me about your conversations.
About mine and his conversation was that he told me that he went upstairs to get some coke to serve Lupita, that Lupita had called. Told me he was meeting her on his way. He was supposed to meet her on the way to pick me up from work.
Okay, so you knew that he would do drug sales.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
And sometimes that included with your children present.
Well, no, I told him not to have anyone up there at the house like that, not to do that around my kids. If he was going to do it, to keep it, away from the house, away from the kids. So, wasn't supposed to be doing it in front of them.
Okay. All right, so what do you remember more of the conversation? I'm sorry. I'm going to give you the starting point with "I'm sorry." I'm almost sure there's more that he told you besides "I'm sorry."
No, he told me that he was sorry about everything happening like this, and I'm telling him what's happening. About
What's happening,
Yeah, what's
right.
happening.
What happened?
And yeah, so what happened? He just told me that that was so stupid. I'm sorry, for leaving the car running. At the house, he's still telling me that the car got took. He don't know how he let this happen. He's sorry, and as I have to know that he didn't mean for my baby to get took. That's what he's telling me. And that he loves me. And told me that he was sorry. That was stupid of him. And he's telling me, but look at all the times we've left the car running.
I remember him saying that, and you're telling me that didn't happen.
What?
He said, "Look at all the time." Now he didn't. I remember what you're saying. He didn't just say, because he was trying to convince me that we would always, because the car had a bad.
During the interview, Lana talked about her conversations with Ruben around the time of the stolen car incident. She admitted that she had lied to a police officer who had stopped them while searching for the car. Lana said she was confused and wanted to understand what was going on before answering any questions. At the time, Ruben's behavior made her believe the car had really been stolen with the baby inside. But later she found out that some of what he told her wasn't true. Lana recalled a conversation where Ruben apologized and said he regretted leaving the car running with the baby inside. He blamed himself for what happened and told her he never meant for the child to be taken. Ruben told Lana that he loved her and was sorry for everything. He also pointed out that they had left the car running in the past without any problems. Lana remembered Ruben trying to convince her that what happened wasn't unusual since they had done it before and nothing had gone wrong. She said he kept showing regret and tried to prove that he loved her and cared about the baby.
He said that y'all did that routinely with the kids. He didn't like it, but that's what was done. Do you know that to be true or not true?
What, that he said that?
No, I know he said that, but I'm talking about, did he actually do it? I know what he's saying.
No,
but I want to know if he
leave
did
my
it.
kids in the car, and
Okay.
he don't either. We always take them out.
Okay, so when he said that,
That was a lie. We don't never leave them in there with the car running. We don't leave them in there at all. We get out the car and we take them with us.
So what does that mean he's doing?
And lying.
what do you think happened?
What do I think happened?
Right.
I think that he wasn't watching him well and something happened to him. And I think maybe he got a hold of something out of his drawer or off the dresser or out of the floor somewhere, or something, and maybe, accidentally overdosed or something like that, and he freaked out and he come up with something quick to make it look like something else.
Lana recalls Ruben claiming that they often left the kids in the car, but she insists that wasn't true. They always took the children out. When asked what she thought might have happened to the baby, Lana speculates that Ruben may not have been watching him closely, which led to a tragic accident. She suggests the baby could have gotten into something dangerous, like a drawer or dresser containing Ruben's belongings, and accidentally overdosed. Lana believes that when Ruben realized what happened, he panicked and made up a story to cover up the real cause. Detectives found her theory unusual and took note as she described different possibilities.
Hold on. Why? She's not leaving bits and pieces out. She's not the one leaving bits and pieces out. She's telling me more than you told me.
Well, no.
You're leaving bits and pieces out.
No, I'm
Now
not.
hold on. Now you have left bits and pieces out.
I have, but that I did
What
not
makes
say
us
to
different?
her. I did not tell her that. I told her that when I was at.
Brittany has
I
no.
didn't even
Hold
know
on.
that.
Tell me why.
I didn't even know that the car was gone yet. How am I supposed to tell her that when I didn't know?
Listen to me. When you start talking, that's whenever you start going
I'm
on
sorry.
past the question, gets me worried.
I'm sorry.
Because this is a repeat of the other night. You did this and you were lying through your teeth.
I'm not lying to you.
Okay, well, Brittany's not lying. I can tell you that. Brittany has no dog in this hunt. You tell me why Brittany will lie on you, first of all. She's driving you to the store.
Maybe she got her times messed up from when I talked to her.
No. I'm telling you,
Listen.
if don't try and guess. I asked you a question. First of all, answer me this. Does Brittany have a reason to lie on you? Yes or no? And if you say yes, you tell me yes. I mean, you tell me the reason.
I think that she would lie.
Why?
Why? Because she was scared to death that she said they come and got me a personal vehicle and I'm not going back down there to talk to them again. And she said that she's like, I got she said she had some drugs on her, whatever. She couldn't afford to be mixed up in this.
Okay, that's still no reason to lie.
Well, whatever.
That's no reason to lie.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
I can tell you this: if Brittany lies in this, guess what happens to Brittany? The only thing Brittany's got to worry about is lying. You agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was
Okay, well, but that's why I'm saying she don't have a reason to lie. It's not her child. She's your friend. Y'all have kids stay together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, she's driving you with her gas money from the other side of town coming to pick y'all up because y'all are friends at work.
Mhm.
You know, she gives Ruben money to watch her kids while she's working sometimes, and she doesn't have a problem.
Regardless of all that, I still didn't tell her that.
I'm just telling you, okay? I have a big issue with that. I have a real big issue with that. I know what happened. I know what happened because she was talked to fresh after this. As soon as we found out through your phone, we talked to her.
I
You know what
told
else
her-
doesn't lie? You know what else doesn't lie? We could argue all day whether she lied or didn't lie. What we do, and that's why these things have to be cleared up, what we do is we do look at records. And there's a
Look at 'em.
timestamp. Well, we have.
No,
And I'm
We
not
have.
denying that I called her
Listen.
from Wackos. I did call her and I asked her for a ride home, but I didn't
Right.
even know that anything was wrong with
well,
it.
you said that. We knew that you had told. I mean, that's
that's
all
what
been
I'm
said. That part has been said.
Yeah.
It's not her leaving out bits and pieces. It's the other way
There's
around.
nothing else to leave. There's nothing to leave out.
I'm telling you, we got some big
When I
issues.
spoke to her at Wackos, that is all I knew was that I needed a ride at that point in time. I didn't know that the car was gone. He didn't tell me that. I did not know that until I got to Pine Brook.
You didn't have a call with them?
To Ruben, we're asking for Brittany's number.
Right.
That's it though. He didn't.
Hold on. That's where I got the problem.
He didn't tell me over the phone that anything.
Listen, you are way too smart to have this man go out of his routine, out of the blue, for no reason.
Yeah, I figured
Hold
something
on.
was wrong.
Now let me make myself. Oh, okay, well, you just said it. You felt something was wrong. You're way too strong of a woman to even just in passing ask what's up. Whether it's your car is fucking up or something, you're gonna ask. I know this from being around you already, because you're.
He didn't tell me. I honestly.
Well, that's what I'm
He didn't
telling
tell me.
you. Brittany knows that because Brittany told us fresh out the chute, because she didn't know what was going on. And she just said it by saying, yeah, she told me, she said, her old man told her that the car got stolen. She needed me to get her a ride home. I told her I was somewhere else.
That is not what happened.
Where was she at?
Off of Atlantic.
Off of Atlantic.
Okay, but I still didn't.
And it was going to be a few minutes, right?
Hey, look, I can
But I
solve
still
this.
didn't.
There's a text message that says it.
Yeah, that text message came from. I was already.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
The time suggests differently.
And you know what? Listen, here's the thing. Listen.
I don't remember telling her that. I really don't remember.
Well,
telling her
just
that.
because you don't see, that's where I know you're wrong. Because if you didn't remember that, you wouldn't have jumped my shit for saying it. No, you jumped her shit by saying she's lying. She did that. She would just tell you bits and pieces. No, she's not. I'm telling you. See, if you don't remember it, and I bring that to you, that's probably true.
Okay. Well, I don't.
That's probably true.
Okay.
Okay, don't jump my shit and her shit because you're saying you don't even remember. I'm telling you right now, there's a text message when you're at Wacko's that has this.
Okay.
Okay?
So that means
Okay.
you knew.
You told
What
her.
are you trying to say?
No.
Okay.
So you know that's true. I'm telling you right now, that's true. You better figure it out. Okay?
Okay.
Think for a minute.
I'm thinking. I really am thinking.
The text message is there because I know what time he called you. I know what time the 911 call was. I know where you're at. I know where he's at. I know about the stop. And what bothers me big time, hold on. What bothers me big time is you gotta look at me. I'm gonna stay calm as I can. This thing's getting done tonight. It is getting done tonight with you. You got knowledge that something happened. Don't
protect
do that.
him.
Please don't do that.
Don't protect this man. Don't go down with the ship.
One thing I can tell you,
I'm not protecting
his phone recordings and everything like that help us, and it paints a picture when we finally get all these phone records back.
We hadn't been sitting on our ass for 4 days.
No, I
You know that.
haven't.
You know that.
And here's the thing.
And I know you guys haven't.
Here's the thing.
And
I don't care.
I'm trying to.
What you're trying to do?
everything
No, you're
that
not.
I can.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Listen. I'm gonna try to say this as easy as I can. Okay. You are gonna get your dumb ass in a lot of trouble over. I'm gonna protect my man. I'm gonna have my man's back. That's what you're telling people. I'm gonna have my man's back. You can't listen. Who cares if you said it or not? But here's what I see about you. I see you. My child is missing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a rat's who's got to go to jail. Somebody better go to jail.
At this point, detectives confronted Lana about the inconsistencies in her statements. One of the detectives pointed out that she was leaving out important details. Lana denied this, but seemed uncertain about what exactly she had told her friend Brittany. The detectives brought up phone records and timestamps as evidence, suggesting that Lana had shared more than she admitted. Still, Lana denied telling Brittany anything specific about the incident. Frustrated by her vague answers, the detectives accused her of being evasive and said it seemed like she was trying to protect Ruben. They warned her that withholding the truth could get her into serious legal trouble. The detectives reminded her that they had been thoroughly investigating the case and urged her to be honest before it was too late.
No, that fucking stolen car is bullshit. We know
I've
that's
done
bullshit.
told you that.
I know. We know that's bullshit. We know that's bullshit.
I do.
And you know it's bullshit because there is more that you have to
Let
tell
me
us.
ask you this: what are you doing at Super 8 Hotel?
What am I doing there? Staying there.
Where are your kids at?
Where are my kids at? They're with my mom. I mean, I'm
Why?
staying at my mom's tonight.
Why?
Why?
No, you're staying at Super 8 Hotel. Why?
Why actually?
Why are you not? Why aren't you with your kids and holding on to them?
Honestly, because me and my mom are close, but we're not. Me and her after a few minutes together.
Why aren't your kids? Why aren't you with you?
Why with me? Because Miss Donna said that she's fine right there. She has to stay the night at my mom's.
Miss Donna's not your baby's mama.
I know, but she said that they needed to
And
stay
why?
there.
If it's not a good idea if it's not a good idea that she don't go to Super 8, guess who also shouldn't be going to Super 8?
No, she can go there, but Miss Donna, my mom said that Donna said that she needs to be there.
I don't care who said
to
what.
sleep.
If that's my child, I want to be with my child.
Your son is missing.
I know, and that's why I've
Your
been
other
staying
one-
over
your
here.
other
I've been
one-
trying to.
No, your other one should be with you. What are you doing
Okay.
tonight? Are you doing anything tonight?
Actually, I was on my way to the visual that was being held in McClenny, and I was going back out to my mom's to stay.
And what else were you planning tonight?
That's it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
You
sure.
can't even tell the truth about that, can you?
What are you talking about? That is what I have planned for tonight.
Are you supposed to be working tonight?
No, I'm not working.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. 150% positive I'm not working.
Alright.
I was going right back to my mom's after the vigil. And that's where I was staying. You can call her and ask her. That's where I was staying at tonight. Was with them.
I was at the vigil.
The one in McClenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When Miss Donna called me, she told me to come here. I told her I was
If
on
you
my way
had
to
gotten
it.
there, if you were...
No, I hadn't gotten there yet.
I know.
We were making the
You weren't going to
poster.
make it on time.
Why wasn't I?
You wasn't. But
I was on my way there before I came here. Yes, I was.
you weren't going to make it. You weren't going to make it.
Why wasn't I going to make it? I was making a poster and shirts.
Hold on. Do not get that attitude with
Well,
me
I'm
today.
sorry, but that was
Hold on. I'm telling you right now. Look.
That was offensive?
Let me tell you
Your
something.
baby's fucking dead and that was
Let me
offensive?
tell you something. Okay. This is done tonight.
I know that.
This is the fucking tip of the iceberg.
I know.
For you. This is the tip of the iceberg review. Where was that blanket at when you left?
At home.
Where? At home.
I don't know. I guess in
The last
room.
time you saw that
in
blanket.
the room.
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
Is it
It's closing in.
what?
You're gonna find out where that blanket was.
Where?
No, I'm sorry. I don't even have to tell you that. We know who that blanket was with, but I don't think you need to get on board.
The detectives intensified their questioning, trying to make Lana reflect on her responsibilities as a mother. They brought up an incident from earlier that week when her son was injured while playing. Lana explained that he had hurt the back of his head. However, the detectives challenged her decision not to take him to the hospital right away, using it as an example of questionable judgment. They expressed concern about her pattern of caregiving and suggested it showed a lack of urgency when it came to her children's well-being.
I got there and I
How's
told
one
him, well,
fall
I'll
back?
have it checked
How
out.
do you get
I'll
your-
have it
Yes,
checked out at
that's
the
my
doctor.
very next question.
How
We're
the
on the
fuck do you
same
do
page.
that?
How do you bruise the back of your ear?
Behind your fucking ear!
I don't know.
You're stupid.
I'm not fucking stupid.
Oh,
I'm
you
being
are.
honest with you.
You're
I
trying.
come home and the bruise was already there. I asked him
When
where.
did you see it?
Like Tuesday or what? Like Tuesday, I noticed it, and I asked him what it was from. I said, "How did this happen?" And he told me, "I don't."
And that was okay for you?
No, I told him I'll take him to the doctor.
Oh, really? I don't know how you just hurt my kid, but you can stay around and we can
He
true
said
love.
he didn't.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
That's really wrong.
He didn't tell me that he did anything to him.
He didn't have to! Did you fucking think the thing jumped out of the goddamn sky?
No, but my baby also is. I mean, he's a baby.
He's
He just-
throwing up.
Behind his ear?
He injures his head.
No, but I didn't.
He unknowingly, out of the blue, has a head injury. That's a head injury, is it not?
Yeah.
Right here? I'm talking about right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My mom was there Wednesday. She seen it too. She said take him to the doctor on Friday.
Your son's throwing up. Your son, at one point, not only threw up while he was throwing up, what else did he do at the same time? He
had
shit himself.
diarrhea.
Exactly.
Yeah, I figured he was sick. I was taking him to the doctor.
That's not something you wait for.
Okay,
You're
well,
not
that
gonna,
maybe I messed
hold on.
up
And
there.
this is
but-
not your first child.
No, it's not. Like
It's
I
not
said,
your
maybe-
first child. If your kid starts throwing up and shitting and you have an unknown injury, that's not what you schedule. You're not going to convince me of that. And I know, hold on, I know that all this is part of it. Okay? Your son wasn't happy. Your son wasn't wanting to eat. Your son wasn't wanting all this because when you have a basal skull fracture, you don't eat. You can't eat. You can't drink. You throw up. You can't have diarrhea.
And the
Okay.
bruise back here is critical.
Okay,
No, it's
well,
not-
didn't
when
know
I mean
that.
fussy,
I really didn't
hey,
know
when
that
I mean
bruise
fussing,
would be
when you're
critical. I
fussy,
didn't
you don't
know
want.
that.
I'm just telling you, you're failing as a mom if you're trying to convince me to believe this. But this
I'm
is
just telling
listen.
you.
I'm just telling you. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Where you're way off, and this has come more to fruition. I thought the other day we were done talking to you.
I
and-
did too. I don't know.
Nah, but it's. We.
Listen.
But no, I'll listen. But I'm going to tell you right now. If you can't tell me something more that you know, this is going to be tough. Just like the other day, because like the other day, when you lied to me.
And I told you I won't
Hold on.
lie to you again.
Well, I'm telling you.
and I'm not lying to you.
Let's first of all Detective Simpson knows that. She has the same definition I have as a lie. What are two ways to lie? Not telling the truth and what? Forget it.
Leaving stuff out.
Right.
Omission.
You've lied to me again.
How?
You omitted things to me. I told you I didn't want to go down this road again, and I told you what the deal was.
And I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you right now, look at me. Do you see doubt in my eyes? Do you see doubt in my eyes?
Or mine.
Okay.
No.
Did you kill your son?
No, I did
Okay,
not.
all right.
Then anything beyond that, don't worry about it.
Right.
I'm not.
You are.
Listen to me.
I don't have anything to worry about. As I told him
right here,
everything
right
that
here.
I've done.
Now, hold on. Now, where you have it? Did you kill your son? You
No.
calmly answer me that. I believe that. Okay. Something happened to your son.
Obviously.
So, no, not beyond starting Thursday and what you told me. I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me what Ruben told you, because I know there's a conversation more than goes beyond I'm sorry.
No, he told me not to believe nothing that y'all said. That's what he told me. But obviously, you see, I'm not listening to that. I believe you guys.
And there's more.
The detectives suspected that Ruben might have been directly involved in something harmful related to the child. They also considered the possibility that he had told Lana what happened, or that both of them might have known more than they were admitting. To better understand Lana's role and encourage her to speak openly about Ruben's actions, the detectives approached her from a more sympathetic angle. They suggested that she might be innocent in all of this, even if she had some indirect involvement, in hopes of gaining her trust and getting her to tell the truth.
There's not more. He didn't tell me what happened to my baby. He didn't tell me that he hurt my baby. He told me he didn't hurt my baby. Is exactly what he told me. He told me he did not hurt my baby. And do I believe him? No, I mean.
Well, you're struggling to say that.
Well, I don't believe him. I mean, there's just no way. At first, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I thought that, this is just some kind of freak. Maybe when he says he didn't hurt him, maybe he just means he didn't do it intentionally. Whatever, bro. I'm
gonna tell you this.
Thought. There's nothing that I've even.
First of all,
things of him telling me, even in the past, before all this happened, yeah, I've tried to think of any conversations that we've had that might,
well, hold on. Let's forget about the past. I need to know the car, without a doubt, 1,000%. The car being stolen is bullshit.
Yeah.
No physical evidence for anybody in that car but Ruben. Okay. Do you know where that car was parked at? That car was parked in front of Ruben's cousin's house.
Okay.
You know his cousin over there? Okay, well he's got a cousin right there where that car is parked in front of. That's not a coincidence.
I didn't know that.
Okay, well I'm just telling you. I need you to be honest. I'm telling you right now. I'm begging you right now. You've read your rights. When I read your rights and you don't tell me the truth, and I know the truth, this is going to be an even tougher week for you. I'm tired of pulling the truth out of you. I learned something, I talk to you. I get the truth out of you, I let you leave. I hear more lies, I pull you back in there, I get it straight. You jump my shit because I jump your shit, and then you end up what? Admitting you lied to me. We're right back to it. You are never lying to me again. I know the truth. I know you know the truth. Hold on. Don't look away from me. Don't stop me. You want to sit here and stick with a story that you don't know what happened? You don't have any idea from Ruben or what happened? Me and you's got serious problems.
Well, he didn't tell me.
You are lying.
I am not lying.
You are lying to me.
I want a polygraph test. I'm not lying.
You're failing it. You can't listen.
I do not know what happened to my baby.
You cannot pass a polygraph test. You know why?
Why?
Because you've lied to me.
I do not.
I can't put you on a polygraph test because you lie to me. I'm telling you right now, you are lying to me right now. It's just like it's like.
Do I need to get a lawyer because I don't?
Do you want a lawyer? Do you want?
Only if you think that I'm lying to you about that. That's one thing I would not lie about.
Do you want to talk to me?
I would not lie about that.
Do you want a lawyer?
No.
I understand. You just asked for a lawyer. If you tell me you want a lawyer, I'm leaving and this is over.
I don't want a lawyer.
Are you sure?
I'm positive because I don't know what happened to my baby and I don't know where he is and the mother didn't tell me.
Pull your hands away.
What?
Okay, listen.
Listen, we're as upset about this as you are, okay?
Okay, but I can't tell you something that I don't know.
Listen.
He didn't tell me what he done with my baby.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen to me. I've been here a week now. Look at me. Don't quiver and leave the stage show out of it. You can't shed one damn tear. I haven't seen it. That sorry son of a bitch over there has cried a lot.
I bet I would too if I was sitting in his shoes.
I know. I bet.
And knowing, having the guilt of something, knowing on my mind that I know where this baby is, and
listen. I don't want to yell at you again. Respect the process.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm straight with you.
I'm being straight.
Hold on. I'm straight with you, but I'm telling you, you're look at me. You're about to see in just a few minutes the worst part of my job. You are about to see the worst part of my job when somebody lies to me.
And the sad part is, neither one of us have any reason to believe that you caused this injury to this baby. Now listen, just listen, okay? Just listen. For one time in your life, listen.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I am.
Listen.
I'm listening. I'm listening very clearly.
You listen like it's the most important thing.
in your life.
It is.
It is not. But spare me the dramatics about wanting to cry, because honestly, I'll tell you, like you just said, hold on. If I was in his position, no. If I was in your position, if I'm sitting in this chair from day one, hold on, I would be squalling like a baby.
And I have. That's why my eyes is almost swollen shut. Don't tell me I don't cry for my baby.
You haven't cried. You haven't cried for your baby here.
No, not here.
Right.
In the other room, yes, I did. I bawled my fucking eyes out. I held that Bible. Well, you wasn't here then, were you? Because
If I was in this seat right now being talked to by the detective, I'd be crying.
What do you want me to do?
And you just tried to then.
What do you want me to do?
I just want the truth.
The detectives intensified their questioning, pushing Lana to tell the truth. They directly challenged her honesty and pressed her about her role in the incident. Lana admitted she had doubts about Ruben's innocence, saying she didn't fully believe him, even though he denied harming the child. The detectives made it clear they knew more than she realized. They pointed to evidence that showed inconsistencies in her statements and warned her against continuing to protect Ruben. They urged her to be honest before it was too late. As the interview went on, Lana became emotional and struggled to keep her story straight. The detectives reminded her that they had been patient and were now determined to uncover the full truth. They questioned her about contradictions in her story, past conversations, and her actions on the day the child went missing. Even as Lana expressed a desire for legal representation, the detectives continued to push. They stressed how serious the situation was and focused on Ruben's emotional behavior and Lana's own lack of transparency, hoping to break through her resistance and get her to reveal more about what really happened.
What do you want me to do?
And you just tried to then.
What do you want me to do?
I just want the truth. I just want the truth.
I'm giving you the truth.
Hold on. I'm going to ask you real quick before I'm leaving. This is what you're going to, if you ask me to stay with this story, you're asking me to do my job.
This is not going to go good for you.
It's not. I'm telling you that right now.
And all you're doing is you're not thinking straight.
Let me, before you think about that, let me add to it, okay? Listen to this. Please listen to this. I'm begging you, because I know you know. I'm begging you. I don't want you on the other team, but I'm begging you to listen to me. If an accident happened, that's not a violation of the law. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
Okay. Let it sink in. If an accident happened, it doesn't mean he was murdered. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if he was physically attack, discipline, or whatever, that's an issue I have. But I'm trying to push something. If it's an accident, fall down the steps, slip in the tub, something, because he's a kid, I need to know. Because I know that you know. I do. You may not know where he's at, and I can give you that. I know you know. And I know what he told you. And that's where if I can't get you on board, I got to put you someplace.
Yeah, you're either for us or against us.
I am for you guys, but I mean, y'all are for me. I'm for
I'm for you. I want you reunited with your son in some way, but right now you're not letting me do that. You're not letting me do that because you aren't being honest.
He did not tell me something happened to my baby. And that's the honest truth. That's the truth. I can't no more than the truth, and that is it.
You can tell me that shirt's red all day long. It's blue.
Well, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he is, and he didn't tell me. He did not tell me. And I see this. I know. I'm telling you, I recognize this blanket. That's my baby's blanket.
So how do you think we got it? How do you think we got it?
I don't know. I don't know where.
Because we've been doing our job for 4 years.
Okay, and I'm trying to tell you that I'm giving you anything. I'm giving you everything. I've told you.
No, hold on. Don't say. Hold on. Listen. Don't go back and try and tell me that you've been great in this. You haven't. You've been fucking terrible in this. You still are being terrible in this.
Because I don't know what happened to him.
No, you're being terrible in this because I never seen a mother act like this. I would never see a mother go to fucking hood ghetto ass fucking hotel Motel 8 without my kid because either I don't like my mama, I don't get along with her.
The detective brought up Lana's habit of leaving her children with her mother while spending time at a local hotel. They questioned her about the reason for these hotel visits. During the conversation, it was revealed that, as part of an undercover police operation, an officer posing as a drug user had secretly recorded Lana inside one of the hotel rooms while she was using drugs.
What did I tell you the other day that you better do whenever your mama speaks?
Listen to her.
Right.
And I am. She
you
told me
better
to
do
stay
whatever she said.
Tonight, and that's what I had full intentions of doing. She told me to come stay with her.
Did you stay with her last night?
Did I stay with her last night? No, I didn't.
Did you stay with her the night before?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
And where?
Where what?
Where was you?
Right there.
How many days have you stayed at that hotel?
Last night.
Is he the one you were arrested with?
Mm-hmm.
What did the judge tell y'all?
I haven't been before a judge.
No. First appearance?
No, I didn't.
Didn't you get arrested for this?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. Whose drugs were those at the house?
Whose house? My house in McClenny.
The Baker Manor, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Whose drugs were those?
Rubens. Rubens.
Anybody's but Rubens?
I said they were Rubens.
I'm just making sure.
Okay.
Use?
Does she? Every now and then.
When? She used the last couple days?
No, not that I know of.
So you don't know?
I haven't seen her do it.
So you haven't seen her do it?
I haven't seen her do that at all. No, and I've been with her since she got back.
What day did you go to the Motel 8?
Yesterday.
So you stayed there last night?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to stay there tonight?
No, I'm staying at my mom's.
Okay.
Who paid for the Motel 8?
Alan. She got some money from her friend, Alan.
Who's Alan?
I'm not sure of his last name, but
What's
it's
for a
one of her
living?
friends. She works where I worked.
She's supposed to work tonight?
No, she's not. She was actually supposed to stay with me at my mom's.
You are a piece of work. I'm sitting here thinking why your daughter isn't with you. And whatever I hear coming out of your mouth is total crap.
Can you understand what our some of our concerns are.
I do see somewhere.
Lana claims that she only became aware of her child's disappearance after finishing her shift at work. However, detectives had already spoken to one of her coworkers, who reported that Lana had mentioned the child was missing before her shift ended. As the interview came to a close, the detective confronted Lana with this conflicting account.
You told Brittany at the club. Bottom line. Said the car was stolen, and you told her a kid was in there. Kids,
No,
what
I
you said the
didn't.
other night. Yeah, you did.
Not at the club. No, I didn't.
Don't raise your voice to me.
Well,
I'm telling you, this is stuff. This is
not what I
things.
said.
These are things
I'm
I
not
have no
gonna
reason
say
to
that
doubt. I have no reason to doubt them. I have reason to doubt you because you lied to
You
me.
can doubt me right there if you want to, but that I'm telling you the truth.
Okay,
on.
so hold on. Let's just say,
I'm telling
let's
you.
end this right now. Okay, you want to stick with this story, right?
With what story?
You don't know
what
nothing.
happened.
You don't know nothing.
I don't. I don't.
We're
know.
done.
Well, I don't know what.
You're done. We're done. We're done.
I can't.
You're making a huge mistake.
Have a
What,
seat.
what are you saying?
Thank you for your non-help.
What are you talking
let me
about?
go do my business.
Can I use the restroom?
Yes, in a minute.
Look, just give me a minute. I'll take you to the bathroom, right?
Okay. I don't. Wow.
Wow.
Wow is right.
After wrapping up Lana's interrogation, detectives turned their attention back to Ruben. They presented him with a growing number of discrepancies between the available evidence and his version of events. Despite their strong belief that he knew more than he was admitting about the child's whereabouts, Ruben continued to deny any involvement. In a final attempt to break through, detectives allowed Lana and Ruben to speak privately in the interview room. Almost immediately, the pair began whispering, making it impossible for the detectives to hear their exchange. Realizing the two were trying to communicate secretly, the detectives returned to the room.
I've gone over with her a little bit.
Tell her everything. I mean, everything that you guys feel.
I told her that I felt like you know where he is. Ruben, I told you, I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. I don't think you're a kidnapper. I think something happened and you freaked out, and I think you know where he is. And I think you're the only one that can bring her any kind of peace whatsoever. But if you're not willing to do that, that's on you, man.
I'm just scared of this whole thing.
I understand you're scared. Sometimes we do things and we're scared to make it right, but we still gotta be men and make it right. I can't bring her peace. You're the only one that can. No. No.
Okay. Well,
Come on, you're done. You're out.
sorry for getting into this shit.
No, you should be sorry for what you did. Not pulling her into this. You should be sorry because you can finish this. You can bring her son back, and you won't. You're a freaking coward, dude.
What are we still doing here?
I'm still working. You're under arrest. You ain't got nowhere to go, so sit tight. You can sit here all day long. Who do you want to talk to? You're done. You just talk to her. Okay, that's fine. But no, I'm not going to bring you one. When you go to jail, you can call one and get one. Okay?
I was still talking to him, but he
He stopped
talked
it.
to him no more.
At first, the detectives asked Lana to leave the room, but Ruben insisted on speaking with her further, prompting them to let her re-enter. As the footage continues, it becomes clear that the two were simply trying to share a moment of privacy, a conversation shielded from the ears of the investigators.
Bring her in there for what?
Bring her in here.
No, I just can't believe her behavior.
No.
No, if you're going to
Let her
tell her where her
answer.
kid's at, listen,
Let her
hold on, shh, listen to me. If you're going to tell her where her kid's at, I'll bring her in here. If you're going to sit here and play that game, what you did a minute ago, she's not coming back in here.
Bring her in here.
Are you going to tell her where her kid's
Talk to
at?
her.
Hold on.
Give
No,
me
Hold on.
A minute. Two
No,
with her.
listen to me. I'll do whatever you want. If you tell her that you're going to tell her where that kid's at, I'll let her come in here.
Detective.
Are you gonna? This is the deal, okay?
Yeah.
This is the deal. I'll let her come in here if you're going to tell her where kids at. We're not going to play these games.
Nobody's gonna play games.
Are you going to
Let
tell her
come
where
here for
kids
2
at?
minutes.
Will you tell her where kids
Without
at?
the detective
Are you
coming.
going to tell her where kids at?
Can you please do that?
Dude, listen. You know you're under.
serious.
Hold on. You know
I
you're
I'm
under arrest.
I know I'm not going
Okay.
anywhere.
It's a safety violation. Let me know. Have her come in here without me being in here, and not knowing what's going to happen. If you're going to tell her where kids at, I'll risk it.
Put it.
No, I can't do that.
I mean,
It's not how we roll. Remember, you don't know how to do
come
investigations.
here. Come in here and let me talk to her though. Can she come over here and actually talk to me? Please.
If you tell her where that kid's at, absolutely.
Can she please?
Absolutely. If that kid's no, if she let me ask you this: when she leaves out of here, will she know where to go find that kid?
What do you mean?
Well, if I let her come in here,
Let her come.
hold on,
here and
answer
let
my
her
question. Once you hear me, what I said, I heard what you
talk. I
said.
understand. What
If I let her
you
leave
said.
the door, if I let her come in and then leave, will she know where her kid's at?
Let her come in here and talk to me.
Answer my question.
Let her come in here and talk
No.
to me.
You know, fine.
Man, I want him back. I want him back. I don't care what I have to do. I want my kid back. Plain and fucking
Come
simple.
here.
I'm not allowed to touch you. They're standing right there watching. I'm not allowed to fucking touch you. Rudy, me and you. It's me and you. Fuck these people. Fuck everyone else. Where's my kid? If you had to guess, where would you say? Where would you go look right now? If me and you were on foot, where would you go?
Well, that's the only thing that I can think of. I don't know. I'm not done talking to him yet.
We're done.
I'm not. I just if this is the obviously I'm no offense, but you guys ain't giving me no answers. This is the person y'all say got some. I'm not leaving till he gives me a fucking answer. I want to.
He won't give it to you.
I want to know where my fucking kid is.
I want to know. Just tell me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. Give me the 10 minutes.
It's not even funny.
That's not funny? Yeah, it's not funny. See, this is a joke to him.
It's not funny. You're sitting there coming in here like
Let's go.
kind of like small.
No, not yet.
You're gonna go, or he's gonna go. One or the other. So I'll walk him out, or I'm gonna walk you out. But one of you's gonna leave. I'd rather you walk out. Come with me. He obviously don't want to tell you. I'll guarantee you. I'll look at you.
Just give me a direction.
and tell you on everybody's life in here, including my own, my kids, whatever. You know where that boy's at. I'll bet you $1 million or whatever you want. I'll lay it out right here. You tell me. You know where he's at. You are lying to her. You're scared or whatever. You know what happened. We're done with this. She's out of here. You had a chance to tell her in your own words what happened or what is. Now you're just going to let her go. This is the only thing right here that's going to support you through this whole transition.
There's no.
Okay, this is a transition. This is a day in your life that is changing you forever. Both of you. Okay?
Nasty as it sounds, whatever. If there is something that you fucked up with, made mistakes, whatever, I'm the only fucking person that can push that. I'm the only person that can push that to do whatever to you, Ruben. Just let me know something, and I don't give a fuck about the rest of it. Just my kid. That's it. Just my kid.
What's his name? What? Little kid? That's who he is? Let's name him, okay? He's not your fucking kid. He's your son.
Yeah, he is. I just want him back, Ruben. I want to know if my kid is fine. I want to know. I want him in my arms, whether he not be fine or he not. I just want to hold. I want to hold my son. That's it.
Ruben, you could take us where he's at.
There ain't nowhere where we can have like privacy, where maybe he'd be more comfortable to tell me,
No, because
and then I can tell you whatever.
because the whole this is for everybody's protection. I don't want nobody to say that I did anything to you, I did anything to him, or he did anything to me.
You can't turn the mics off for him to talk to me.
It's all protection
I'm
because
just trying to
I know
get
it's
somewhere.
backup systems. It's backup systems because if the cameras fail, you got audio. If the audio fails, you got the cameras. I mean, so it's our policy. I can give you privacy, and that's pushing the limits at that point. I'll give you privacy as far as me leaving, but you know the reality of it is, okay? Where I'll leave you alone, but you won't be alone.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I asked you.
But I mean, I'm concerned. I'm not. left you alone a minute ago.
Just trying to put out a comfort level to where I'm just trying to get an answer.
I know.
That's
We'll make this as
whoever gives it to me, then that's who gives it to me, and that's gonna be the person that I hold a fucking candle to, is whoever brings me my child.
Despite the intense interrogations and mounting pressure, the child was still missing. Lana was arrested and charged with child neglect and providing false information to law enforcement. The prosecution offered her a plea deal in exchange for her testimony against Ruben. However, the deal ultimately proved unnecessary. Ruben eventually revealed the location of the child's body to police. According to Ruben, he and Lana had left the child alone in a bedroom while they were occupied with bathing. He claimed that Lana knew what had happened before she left for work. Ruben was sentenced to 20 years in prison for his role in the incident. Lana, meanwhile, received a 5-year sentence as prosecutors lacked sufficient evidence to pursue manslaughter charges. She was also sentenced to an additional 7 years for unrelated drug offenses. Later, it was revealed that Lana had lied to Ruben about being pregnant with his child. This deception may have been an attempt to manipulate him into taking full responsibility for what happened, appealing to his wish that a potential child of theirs be raised by its mother. Looking back on the case, one is left to wonder, was Lana complicit from the very beginning, or did her involvement deepen over time?